right, we're going to learn the deadlift. The deadlift is the ultimate test of strength. You can't really shortchange it, all right? We're going to pick the weight up, we're going to stand up with it, and we're going to put it back down. This is also one of the movements where you run the greatest risk of injuring your back if you don't do it correctly. So we really want to focus on proper positioning and proper bracing so we don't round off our back and end up injuring ourselves. The setup for the deadlift, we're going to start with our feet about hip width apart. It's going to be a closer stance than your squat stance. Squat stance is shoulder width. Deadlift stance is going to be hip width apart. We're going to address the bar. The bar is going to start on our shins. It should be actively touching your shins. Okay? You don't actually have to roll it up your body, but it should be touching your shins to start off with. We want to brace starting at the top. So we're going to pull our shoulders back and down, and we're going to maintain that position as we go ahead and address the bar. So we're going to bend our knees. Our shoulders are slightly in front of the bar. Our arms are straight and extended at all times, and our back is nice and neutral. What you don't want to see is a big arch in your back, nor do you want to see a big bend in the back as well. All right, so shoulders back and down, bend down, touch the bar. We want our shins close to vertical, but that's really going to depend on your anatomy, how long your shins are versus how long your femurs are, how long your arms are. So you want to get it close to vertical, but for some people that's just not going to be physically possible. We want to keep our weight in our heels. We want to kind of be leaning back on the bar. What I like to think is the only thing that's keeping me from falling over backwards is the weight that is on the bar. All right? So we're braced, we're set up, our weight's on our heels, we're leaning back. The first movement we're going to use is we're going to raise our chest up first. All right? So we're going to pull with our chest until the bar either starts to move or it bends. I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, the bar's never going to bend when I lift it. Really, at about 135, the bar will start to bend. Just a little bit, just slightly. But we're going to pull all the slack out of the bar under control. Okay? Raise our chest first. All right, the bar starts to move. Now I'm going to push through my heels. Finish with my shoulders behind the bar. The up portion most people get pretty quickly. Coming down is a little bit harder. So we want to keep that back nice and tight. You want to slide the bar down your legs, keeping our legs fairly straight till the bar gets to our knees. Then we're going to bend our knees, getting right back into our setup position. What you want to think is have the bar move in a straight line. Okay, straight up and straight down. If I shove my knees forward first, the bar is going to go in a C shape around my knees. So instead, I need to hinge at the hips first. All right. A couple of common faults for the deadlift. As a setup position, we like to start off on our toes, so our knees are way forward of the bar. All you want to do there is sit back in the heels to get that bar onto our shins. The second common fault is a rounded back. All right. Most of us sit at a desk all day. All right. We tend to be rounded forward all day, every day. But we really have to focus on keeping our shoulders pulled back, a nice neutral position. You can get away with a little bit of bend in the mid-back, though I'm not saying that you want to have that bend. But really, the important place not to have a bend is the lumbar. Okay, so this is straight. You can kind of see this is tucked under. That is an injury and a recipe for disaster. All right. The last thing is keeping the bar in close to your body. All right, so we get set up, ready to go, and all of a sudden that bar is way out in front of us. The further out in front of us the bar gets, the heavier it's going to feel due to physics and torque and all that fun stuff. So we want to keep it in close to the body, kind of engaging our lats, pulling the bar in. That's how you do a deadlift. Start off with lightweight, work your way up. Have fun.